If you get the shits and die from a little milk in your coffee, there's hope.
Welcome to Egg's Most Okayest Farm Girls. I'm Annaliese.
And I'm Courtney. Grab a drink. We're here to help.
Well, I mean, we're ready. Courtney has her moo-moo on, so let's get down to business.
I got my moo-moo on, girl. I'm feeling so fly.
All I can think about is what grandma wore that. Is she alive? Did she move on from this moo-moo? Did she die in the moo-moo?
Did she die in it?
Right.
How many times was it dropped into the toilet?
Uh-huh.
When she was doing her business. That's all I can think about.
I know.
But I'm still wearing it anyways.
Well, so anyways, you look good, you feel good. We just won't think about whoever wore that moo-moo before you.
You know what? It has history. It makes it that much more
special. All right. Anyways, what we actually want to talk about today is the dads in our life. We want to celebrate those fathers because Father's Day is here. So let's talk about it. I feel like from the stories we've shared, we both had weirdos for dads.
My dad, he is just a big old goofball.
Yeah.
Love him.
Love him. My dad's a weirdo too. Just to set the stage, my dad keeps what he calls Todd-isms. My dad's name is Todd. They're called Todd-isms. Whenever he thinks he says something really clever, smart, or funny, he puts it in his notes app. Please allow me to read you some of these.
Oh my God, I love this.
I believe you only get so many heartbeats. That's why I don't run. Like, he doesn't exercise because he doesn't want his heart to beat faster because he thinks he's going to run out of heartbeats. You can't teach a new dog old tricks. It's only cold if you aren't dressed for it, which that one holds true. I use that one every winter. Only cold if you don't dress for it. There aren't enough high fives in the world, he thinks. No good decision was ever made after, and then he'll insert whatever time it is right now. Like whenever he'll just whip out that phrase when he doesn't want to do something or thinks he needs to relax. Like, hey, no good decision was ever made after 11 a.m. We are on the same page, just different paragraphs.
That's solid.
Yeah, those were kind of the main good ones. So he's a little quirky. He's a little weird.
I just love that he wrote these down in his notes app.
I know. What a weirdo.
You get your quirkiness from him, I bet.
It's most likely. Yeah, I feel like growing up, my dad was the good cop. My mom was the bad cop. Like, she was more of the one that would discipline or you were in trouble, you're scared of mom. Like, I think I told dad everything because I was never scared of him. Like, I knew he'd be like, all right, we gotta tell your mom. Like, I remember when I was in high school, classic situation where you tell your parents you're at a friend's house, but you're actually in the middle of a field dying from drinking too much UV blue.
Alcohol poisoning?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the party we were at got busted. And so I had spent the evening running from the cops, hiding from the cops, and then chalking with the cops because I got an underage drinking ticket. And then before I knew it, it was 4 a.m. and time to go do chores, and I hadn't had a lick of sleep. So I show up at the farm just disheveled and upset because I got this drinking ticket, and what am I going to tell my parents? And my dad comes up and he's like, you look like shit. And I was like, yeah, look, here's what happened last night. And I was like, can we just not tell mom? He's like, oh, we got to tell mom. Like, but you got to tell mom. He's like, I want no part of this. And yeah, he made me tell my mom, but I knew he would never be real mad. That kind of stuff.
I was afraid of my dad, never yelled at me, but he changed obviously his tone of voice and it terrified me. So my mom, she would yell and it was less scary.
Yeah.
Me and my siblings would just be like, yo, game up.
She's just yelling again. She yells all the time. Yeah.
But
if dad was mad,
yeah, if that tone of voice came out,
you knew it was serious.
shaking in my boots.
When my dad, I knew it was serious. He'd get real mad. He'd grit his teeth. And then it was like, oh shit, we're not messing around. Like, he's mad.
Yeah.
What's a phrase your dad says that you've caught yourself saying?
My dad doesn't really have like any sayings or anything, but I act like him.
Oh, yeah?
Like more than my mom. Like I am so much like my dad. Like he would always just be like tinkering around with things, like in his workshop, figuring out how to do things. And that's me.
That checks out.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, definitely it's only cold if you don't dress for it, I would say. And then my dad always used to take us to school. He'd drive us. And that was when we would have musical education. And he would play us classic rock songs and then like quiz us, like, who sings this song? What's this song called? And now I do that with my kids. So, okay. Favorite core memory involving your dad? I got mine.
I have so many. Just like playing basketball with him. Like we really bonded over that, even though I was like not good at it. But he still like would shoot the hoops with me.
Yeah.
And then probably like wilderness camping, which is hilarious now that I look back, that like I was probably like 7 years old and my mom was just cool with him taking me and my sister
into the woods,
out into the wilderness.
I just
canoeing like through rapids. Like, can you imagine?
I don't know why he would want to do that to himself. As a parent now, I'd be like, no, we're not going to do that.
Sounds like a terrible idea. Like, I could have just flew out of the canoe. And just like he never would have seen me again. I would have been just taken by the rapids.
Down to the river. Every time you say wilderness camping, though, I just picture the little boy from the movie Up. Because isn't he like called like a wilderness explorer?
Never watched.
I don't know. It sounds magical whenever you say
that. Was basically me. Yeah. The fact that I like felt so safe too, like from bears and shit. Like he was gonna fight off the bears. What was he gonna do?
That was seriously
if a bear started attacking us.
The best part of being a kid was just not having a care in the world, always feeling safe. Like just being able to sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
Anytime. I mean, just to know you're like, somebody's got you. Always.
I think that's what I appreciate the most about my childhood is I felt safe.
For sure.
And loved.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm sad that not everyone has that.
I know.
I wish everyone had that growing up.
I wish everyone had a dad. This is my favorite memory. Typical Midwestern. So our dairy farm was on one side of town and where we kept our young stock was on another side of town. And when my dad would have to go into town to breed the young heifers, we would go with him. And I remember he had this old white truck. I'm not kidding. The floorboards were missing. Like I could look down and see the road. Like there was a gaping hole. Seatbelts necessary, but I don't think it had any seatbelts. And anyways, we would ride into town to that. And then, of course, Dad would need to get a tin of chew. So we'd get to go into Quick Trip. And I remember buying Kool-Aid jammers and candy cigarettes. Like just, and that was like the best. Like we're like, God, we really hope Dad needs a tin of chew. Like I want to go get some candy cigs. You know, I got to take that hit.
Yes. And you'd just be sipping on that.
Oh, Kool-Aid jammer.
All the way back. Missing floorboards.
Red dye pumping through my veins.
Coursing through your veins.
It was great.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. What is the most dad-like thing your husband has ever done? Like just stereotypical.
He loves to say things like, you're going to catch a cold if you don't wear your socks.
Aaron says
like around
that?
The house. Yes.
That's like a grandma thing to say.
I know. I think he probably got it from his parents always saying it maybe, but Like when the kids were young, they never wanted to wear socks in the house. They'd always be missing them. And then he would always be intent on, you have to wear your socks or else you're going to get a cold. Like, that is not a thing.
No.
Just drop the sock thing.
Please, my feet are sweaty. Get me out of these socks. I hate wearing socks. Like, it goes back to the, like, bras, underwear, socks. Like, just get it all off of me. But anyways, that's very bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's his grandma.
How about
thing.
Tom?
Oh, Tom is notorious for doing the, like, if we're watching TV and he's, like, passing through, he'll just stand there with his arms crossed and, like, watch the TV. I'm like, would you like to sit down and join us? He's like, no. And I'm like, then get out of here. Like, why are you just standing there?
I know, like, when they hover in the corner, it's like, either sit down or keep moving.
Yeah,
what are you
can't
doing?
With this. Get out of here.
You're making me nervous.
He does that. He doesn't have no stereotypical dad issues with the thermostat. He's usually pretty cool about that.
Oh.
He is more of the one to, like, lay down the law. Like, I'm more of the goofy feelings, kumbaya.
You're the fun parent.
Yeah. And he's fun, too. Like, the kids love playing baseball and stuff with him, but also he is the one that, like, they tiptoe around a little bit more. They're a little more like, ooh, dad's mad. But it is scary when a dad is mad because, like, Tom's like, I don't know why everybody's crying. I'm like, you don't understand how deep and scary your voice is. You know what I mean? Like, you might not have meant to be that mean, but just because you have this deep voice, it sounds so scary.
Right. Like, I'm scared.
Yes. Please go up an octave.
Right?
Oh, what else about these dads? I think we have some stories about dads. Some listeners wrote in. I've got one I can read. So we asked our listeners, what are some funny dad stories? So here's the first one. I'm an only child and I was taught how to do everything as if gender roles didn't exist. I was helping my dad work on my mom's classic car. I think I was about 13 or 14 and he needed help holding up the hood because the hood struts were broken. We were both holding up the hood, assessing the situation when he said, okay, got it. He meant it as a question, which I heard otherwise. So he bent over the engine and I let go of the hood and turned away. So I dropped the hood on his back. Thankfully, the latch didn't catch him. Then we thought we got everything sorted out under the hood. He had me get in the car and move it back. He had been under the car at this point. So I got in, and as I was backing up, I heard a crunch and him say, son of a bitch, keep going. He had forgotten he left his blue blockers on the tire. That day we learned to do a double check and what the other is saying to check that the tires are clear of anything and that blue blockers have a lifetime warranty. Classic. Just classic mix-ups. It sounds like a sitcom. But I also thought she was going to say she ran over her dad. I didn't know it was going to be the blue.
I did too.
That crunch was his arm is where I thought we were going.
I totally thought that's where she was going with it too.
Somebody else wrote in and said, my dad used to walk around in his underwear in front of my high school boyfriend like it was completely normal. He also purposely made awkward comments just to embarrass me. At the time, I wanted to disappear, but now, honestly, it's hilarious, and I'll probably think of more of them throughout the day. I mean, my dad did stuff like that, too. I remember I had a few boys show up at my house. Like, it was pretty late at night. I think I was in bed, and they're like, hey, we're out here. And so I snuck out of my room, and we were just like, I don't know. I think we were playing basketball outside or chit-chatting, and all of a sudden, my dad comes out in nothing but like his underwear, and he's standing at the door. He's like, hey guys, it's a little late, don't you think? And they were just like, yep. And they left. And then my dad went back to bed.
Oh my God, he's so funny.
I know.
I love it.
Just a little late, don't you think? What embarrassing shenanigans did your dad do when you were in high school? Like, was your dad cool with boyfriends, or was he the type of dad that's
he did not give a shit.
No, mine didn't either. Like, my dad he wasn't cleaning the guns. He wasn't trying to intimidate anyone. He was probably like, great, get her out of here. She's your problem.
Right. She's your problem now. Yeah. My favorite part was that, like, sorry, this is completely unrelated, but he has so many names for me.
Oh.
Like, does your dad just call you a bunch of random weird, like, it started off as like Court, and then like Court the Smort, and then it turned into like Corn Dog.
Oh.
And then just like Corny and Cornucopus.
Cornucopus.
He has like 100 names for me.
I love that. My dad does not do that to me, but like, I feel like that's the type of person I am. For example, like Sage, Sagey, Sagey Poo, Rip. I'll be like Rip, Ripster, Ripadoodle, Ripanoodle, Riff Raff, Rip. Like, just, I get it. I get your dad.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, these dads. Did you have another listener?
Yeah. One summer day when I was about 11 or 12, I found a little garden snake about a foot long. I picked it up to show him, and he literally ran from me. I was stunned. Not only did I not know he was afraid of snakes, but I had never actually seen him run, ever. So I did what any kid who grew up laughing at and being the brunt of practical jokes. I chased my dad around the yard with that snake for a full-on half hour until my mom, who was always the referee, called it off. And from that day forward, I used a rubber snake on April Fool's Day to get him.
Classic.
And then she says, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to remember and tell you about my late dad.
Aww.
He was the best."
Yay.
So sweet.
That is sweet. Those dads. Tom is also deathly afraid of snakes. Like, he's a real bitch about it. Like,
really?
Oh my God.
For Aaron, it's bats.
It's bats? Ugh. I would be more afraid of bats. I don't know. A snake, I'm like, I can just run you over. Like, I don't know.
Right. I could just smack you with a shovel.
Yeah, and especially around these parts, it's not like we've got very many rattlesnakes. Like, most of them are just snaking around.
Right. Like rat snakes, garden snakes.
I know. Well, what's something you appreciate more now as an adult about your dad than you did before?
Like I said, I think just the fact that I felt safe and I felt loved. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Growing up, I just thought like everyone had, or most people had, decent parents. But looking back,
not everybody's
that's
so
not
lucky.
The case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I just appreciate that my dad really instilled the love of farming in us. He always like included us. He always was willing to teach us new stuff and like was patient. Like, I remember him, I don't know, the first time I was sorting cows with him and him teaching me, like, you just need to act like a gate. Like, do this, stay calm. He taught me, like, when you're sorting heifers, he's like, less is more. Let them sort themselves out. Like, he really taught me how to be calm and work with animals and just like appreciate the lifestyle. I remember when we'd be moving calves out, and I still use this tactic now with my employees. He just always made it fun. Like, we would be moving calves out, and the joke was whoever lets a calf out has to buy beer for everybody at the end of the day. And so, like, obviously that was like when I was in college, but like, I don't know, instead of just getting like pissy and angry and stomping around because someone made a mistake, he'd make it like fun and lighthearted and a learning experience. And so, I don't know. He just always made it fun. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It helps me be the type of farmer I am today and realize like nothing's that big of a deal. It'll all get worked out. It'll all be fine. Right. It's just another day.
That's an important lesson. It's very useful that you can use in other aspects of your life as well.
Right? Anybody call in with a dad story?
We do. Ooh. We have one voicemail.
All right. Let's let it rip.
I very much grew up in a house that if there wasn't a bone showing or a lot of blood coming from anywhere, we were going to the hospital, we were going to urgent care, all of that. So anyway, we were biking up north one summer, and we're in the middle of the woods out on some trail, and I fly over the front of my handlebars and completely cut the bottom of my lip. Like, there is blood just gushing everywhere. What does my dad do? He legitimately rips off the bottom of his t-shirt, stuffs it underneath my lip to try and stop the bleeding, and says, okay, get back on your bike, let's go. Did we go to the hospital? No. Did we go back and have s'mores? Yeah. Was I still bleeding for like the rest of the weekend? Absolutely. I think this is what might have built me.
I think this is what might have built me. That's great. Such a dad thing. I feel like my dad was the
Classic
same.
dad.
Like, walk it off. You'll be fine. Was your dad like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he accidentally knocked the wind out of me one time
Oh, no.
because he hugged me too hard. It
Oh, my gosh. That's a big hug.
was.
That's
It's like, Dad,
very
you almost
aggressive.
killed me. He's like, oh, you were fine. Are you fine? Sorry. Walk it off.
Oh, gosh. These dads. Well, that was fun, but let's move on to what the hell. I would like to talk about a conspiracy theory. Courtney, the older
goody.
the older I get, the more every conspiracy theory I hear makes a lot of sense. Like back in the day, I feel like I would have thought, like, why would the government do this to us? That's so silly. That would never happen. And now I'm like, I can see it. Here's the latest. Have you heard of this new kind of tick bite called, I think it's alpha-gal syndrome? So it makes people allergic to red meat. They're bit by this tick, and now they can no longer consume red meat. My cousin, it actually happened to her. She went into like anaphylactic shock after eating red meat. And luckily, like she had an EpiPen and was able to like stab herself and be okay. But yeah, then she found out she has this. And what I'm hearing is that Bill Gates is dropping off boxes of these ticks into farmers' fields so that people will get bit by these ticks. They'll be allergic to red meat. They'll be no longer able to buy red meat, which means we won't need to produce as much red meat, which means there would be more land for data centers.
It's funny you bring this up because I was going to talk about this for my
Really?
What the hell? Good thing I had a back up just in case.
So do you believe it? Are you on board with me?
I mean, I can't eat pork now. It makes
That's
me
true.
sick.
At least
And
it's not red meat.
right. Why don't doctors know more about Lone Star ticks
I
and
don't
this
know.
disease? Probably because it's like new, but
Right.
yeah, it's scary.
Why, in this day and age, of all the things we're able to do, we can't demolish ticks? We don't even need ticks, right? Like, what do they serve in the ecosystem?
I think a lot of animals eat them, like bats, possums.
Well, they could do a better job eating more. God damn. I hate ticks so
Yeah.
much.
Get on that. Or can't you just eat the mosquitoes or other bugs?
I don't know. Back to the conspiracy theory, though, and just, man, I would like technology advancements to stop here. We don't need any more. And I'm so sick of all these money-hungry people trying to build data centers and use farmland and put up their solar panels, and there's nothing good is going to be left.
I think it all comes down to corporate greed.
Mm-hmm.
The billionaires, like, no amount of money will be enough. They can buy anything they ever want, but it's still not enough for them.
Right.
And corporations are still so greedy.
And it's just so scary
It's
that we're
destroying our planet.
heading down this path of so much fakeness. Using AI to create fake pictures or to come up with our thoughts and ideas. Eating fake meat. Like if they're trying to get rid of like wholesome good foods because it takes up too much land and they want to put data centers on it, and then we're all just going to eat like over processed fake meat. I don't like this. I don't like it at all.
It's just scary to think about where we're heading. So I just like choose not to.
I know.
Do like
right? It makes me so thankful that we live where we live. And then I can kind of seclude myself from it and party like it's 1995 over here. Ugh.
Isn't it cute, though, how I agree with you? I totally thought, like, the government has our best interest in mind. That was my mentality, like, a good 10 years ago. And now I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. For the longest time, yeah, I just remember saying, like, they're people just like us. They have children. They have families. Like, why would they do certain things to us or our planet, our environment? But it's like, they don't care. They want that money. They want that control. They want that power.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that made me go, what the hell? And I'll warn y'all right now, I'll probably have a new conspiracy theory next week because that is just the rabbit hole of place of life I am in.
Yes.
What made you go, what the hell?
Oh, and I was talking to you about this a few minutes ago while we were having technical difficulties, but I'm just kind of feeling burnt out. And I wish I wasn't. Maybe I just need a tattoo? Maybe I just need a new tattoo.
It's worth a try. How are you going to know if you don't try?
Exactly.
Could solve all the problems. Give it a whirl. Give it a shot.
I think I will. And I'm not burnt out. Like, this podcast is not what's burning me out. It's everything
this is therapy.
Else. Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, yes, I'm feeling it too. It feels like there's just a lot of loose ends going on in life right now. And I just need to get those ends connected and find that stability and like ease. And I know I'll get there. But right now it feels a little chaotic.
Right.
I feel like that's where you're at too.
And I used to feel so much stability. And I'm not sure where the shift came. Actually, it's probably a ton of small things.
Well, I was going to say Uranus is probably in retrograde or something. But
maybe.
Also, I do believe when you're having this kind of uneasiness or lack of stability or things just don't feel like they should, I think it means you're on to something. I think like change is coming. Whether that's like good or bad, I don't know. But I think something's going to happen and you will get that stability again. But things are just getting shook up right now. Hopefully for the better.
Yeah, I hope so. I just got to see it through.
Exactly. Well, should we move on to what you ought to know?
Yeah. So I found these patches. This is good news for the lactose intolerant girlies. So I saw
Wait a minute. Are you lactose intolerant?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Although I do get real bloaty, so I kind of wonder if maybe there is some there.
Oh.
But I don't want to find out because I love tea.
Yep. We're just going to ignore it. It's fine.
We're not going to investigate this.
Yep. Weighed out the pros and cons. We know what to do.
Right. But they make like these little sticker patches that you can put on. And I think it said it lasts for like 12 hours. And it helps break down lactose in dairy products and support relief from occasional gas, bloating, digestive comfort. So if you get the shits and die from a little milk in your coffee, there's hope.
See, now this brings me back to the ticks. If we can have a little patch that helps you digest dairy, why isn't there a patch that like repels these ticks or counteracts the beef intolerance or red meat intolerance?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe there will be in the future.
Don't make sense.
I know. I know it.
Well, that is neat. What are these patches called?
So the company is called Barriere. Sounds like Derriere.
It does.
It's BARRIE hyphenated RE. The product itself is called, they make a ton of different patches, all different applications, like different uses, but this one is called Dear Dairy.
Interesting that your what you ought to know was about dairy because mine is too. This came across my eyeballs thanks to the gals over at the Discover Egg podcast. They just had an episode and they were talking about this new brand of pajamas called Dairy Boy Pajamas. And I think like one of the slogans is like, if you think you're lactose intolerant, no, you're not. And the pajamas are just like really cute. Like obviously there's a dairy theme. So like there's a cute little embroidered cow on one. Then they have like a chicken themed one, a lamb themed one. What other critters? I don't know. I just was like, any brand that is like a play off dairy, obviously I'm into. Probably going to buy the pajamas. They're expensive, but I think they're soft. And I just like the concept. I like the marketing. I'm here for it.
That is cute. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick to my moo-moos though.
You need to learn how to embroider, and then you can embroider little flowers and like customize these moo-moos and start selling them.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite fashion designers, clothing brands reached out to me. She's going to send me a moo-moo.
What?
One of her moo-moos. Yeah.
Who?
Revival Clothing.
Well, that's
She's
pretty
like one of my
neat.
favorites. Love her stuff. She's like, can I send you a proper moo-moo? And I'm like, yes.
Ooh, what is a proper moo-moo?
I don't know.
Well, fashion show when you get it, please.
I will.
Look, I get it. Like, I have oversized t-shirt jammies. I get it. I love them. We're free balling. But are you wearing this moo-moo just out and about? Are we dressing up the moo-moo? Is it public friendly, or we're just rocking it in the garden and letting our titties hang?
I'm rocking it in the garden, around the house. I like to add a robe and call it my house coat.
Yes.
Aaron's like, oh my God, I can't with that.
Oh, what a journey you're on.
Yeah, maybe someday you'll see me out at the grocery store wearing it. Who knows?
I can only hope. I also wanted people to know that Schlitz beer is shutting down production. Are you familiar with Schlitz beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you've watched Grumpy Old Men, you know Schlitz beer. It has been around for 177 years, and they're shutting down.
Oh, it's kind of sad.
I know. That is like the grandpa beer.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Yeah, you just think Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
A good old Schlitz.
God darn it.
I don't know. Yeah, let's just call it a day. Let's summarize these dads. Happy Father's Day. Tell your dad you love him.
Thank you for reminiscing about your dads today with us.
Watch out for ticks.
Yeah.
Watch out for ticks.
Watch out for the government.
The government. Put on your moo-moo. Take off your
and
bra.
your tin hat.
Get your tin hat. Join us out here. The water's warm. All right.
We're so dumb.
We gotta go.
Okay. We're going to end this now. Goodbye.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us today.
If you had as much fun as we did, would you do us a favor and share this episode with a friend?
Speaking of friends, can we all be friends over on the Instagram? You can find me at @modfarmchick.
And me at Mrs. Green Pastures Cattle.
See you next week, guys.